Hey guys, so I'm here with the hubby.
Yeah.
And we are celebrating our 3rd year wedding anniversary. And we had already started shooting this video and it was almost done and my camera out. So, take 2. And he already finished his liquid courage and I still have some. So, I'm just going to jump right into these because, like I said, this is take 2. So, when Sarah Fryer asked, when you have your next baby, do you want a boy or a girl? Pardon me. I want a girl, but I'm fine with either one.
Oh, you need to answer now? Okay. It doesn't matter to me. Either or is fine.
XIV asked, when and how did you meet? We met in 2008 at a place called Zinda Grotto where we went swing dancing, and basically we met through a bunch of mutual friends, and yeah.
It's a long story. It's not worth going into.
Point is, we're together now. We started dating in
December of 2012.
Not December.
Mm-hmm.
March.
Yeah, that's our official dating. But when we kind of started talking was in December.
Was it?
Yes.
Hmm. Because I was dating Brett at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, huh? Because I didn't break up with Brett. Brett and I didn't break up till February.
Oh, well.
So we started talking in February. January or February. Because that was when we went and saw Underworld Awakens. Was in February. And then we officially started dating in March of 2012. So we've been together...
2013.
2013, okay. So we've been together 6 years? I can do math. 6 or 7?
2013. Well, 6 years this year.
6 years this year.
In March.
Yay! So we've been together 6 years. What are the best and most challenging things about having a baby?
Keeping him occupied and confined.
Yeah, definitely. Levi is a little baby on a mission. Like, he army crawls his happy butt everywhere. And he's fast. Like, he's getting really fast. Like, we were at his parents' house and they live in a single wide trailer. And, we were all standing in the kitchen talking and visiting, and turn around and we're like, where's the baby? And homeboy had opened the front door that led out to what they call the Florida room, and his little butt had crawled from the living room into the Florida room. So yeah, he's definitely...
And he's learned to climb up steps.
Yeah, he's learning, yeah. He's a baby on a mission these days, y'all. And I would say the best thing about it is just having him and watching him grow and change, and
watching him eat is hilarious.
Yeah, he'll get so excited. Like, he starts shaking, and it's so cute. He's so cute, guys. Like, he's my heart. I miss him. He's with Grandma and Grandpa right now, so that we can enjoy our wedding anniversary. What is your best advice about PCOS and infertility? My best advice for PCOS is just to know it does not mean no baby. It just means that it's going to take a little longer and it's going to be a little harder to get that baby. But it doesn't mean no baby ever. And I would say for the infertility part is you want to have a good support system. You need that. For me, when we were dealing with that, Joe was my greatest support. He was my rock through a lot of stuff. He, you know, he let me cry my eyes out when, you know, I would have another blank pregnancy test, and he'd just be like, babe, it's okay. We'll try again. It's okay. And I would say also, when you're going through this journey, try not to let adult wrestling, we'll put it that way, become a chore. Keep it fun. Because otherwise it
becomes a chore.
It becomes a chore and nobody enjoys it, and it's just like something that you just do. And it just
gets boring.
Yeah. So, and don't listen, try not to let the pressure get to you from people outside of your relationship. Don't let parents or in-laws or friends or, you know, family or whoever, don't let them pressure you to get pregnant or to start having a baby or whatever. Don't listen to that. And just know that you're doing your best, but your body may not work the way it's supposed to, and you just sometimes need a little help. And Janet and Josh Poe asked, I love watching your little family. I have a little boy named Hudson. Hi, Hudson.
What's up?
He was born April 5th, 2018. And her question is, how long have y'all been together? We've been together 6 years and 3 years married. And how do y'all parent together? We share the duties. It's not, here's your, you created this on your own, so here you go, honey. I'm your,
I wish it was that way, but it ain't that way.
No, it's shared. If I don't feel like changing a poopy diaper, he'll do it. Or if he doesn't want to do it, I obviously do it. You know, we share it.
Somebody has to do it because it stings like hell.
Exactly. It has to get done. Otherwise, he throws a fit.
Best thing to invest in is a diaper genie.
Yes. I, at first, was very hesitant to get a diaper genie, but yeah, we love our diaper genie. It's the greatest thing that we've gotten as a baby gift. As a baby gift, it was the best thing that we got. So thank you, Josh and Liz. XLM Gamer Marcus asked, do you guys plan on staying in Florida?
For right now, yes. 5 to 8 years from now, we'll see what happens. You know, it's just one of those things. We got a lot of stuff to get done with the house, and that's basically going to prioritize what gets done.
If you do stay in Florida, do you think you will move into a bigger home eventually?
By having the property here, that basically we could expand the house out 150 foot in either direction.
We sit on
half acre
of property, and our house is 1,200 square. No,
it's 777 to the T.
777. 777. I didn't even realize that.
Well,
that's funny.
My house is smaller than most people's apartment right now.
We have a very tiny house.
And it used to be 3-bedroom.
Yeah. And we took out the 3rd bedroom to make the kitchen bigger.
Gotta have a bigger kitchen.
Yeah, because basically when we moved in, the kitchen was a wall. That was it. There was a stove, a sink, a counter in between, and cabinets underneath the sink, and cabinets up top. That was it. And like a little freestanding pantry thing. That was my kitchen. And no. Granted, looking back, knowing now that it would take 3 years before I actually get my kitchen, I would have waited on demoing the kitchen.
No. No, because that was a roach-infested fucking kitchen, and it... Sorry, dear.
Yeah.
I guess we got to start over again, huh?
No, we can keep going.
Sorry. Sorry. My bad.
It was... Our house was definitely...
It was roach-infested.
It was. Like, the lady that lived here before us did not... She didn't clean. Like, she basically did, like, surface job, and she raised 3 kids in this house. And...
Thanks for Truly Nolan.
Yes. Those are our bug people. And they came out here and got rid of all the roaches and all the demoing that we did. Like, we got rid of them. They're gone. Except for the lovely palmetto ones that show up every once in a while. Those are nasty.
We've only found a few here and there, but you're going to get a few here and there with that much property I have and all the trees and whatever.
Yep.
So,
if we don't move from Florida, then we plan on making this house bigger. I have a dream of building out and up and adding a loft to where and putting the kids upstairs and having a Jack and Jill bathroom so that their rooms are interconnected and they have the loft area to play in and all their toys and their TV and all that crap will be up there, and that will be Kidland, and then Mom and Dad have like the rest of the house.
we'll see if that actually happens.
Yeah, we'll see. But stick around. You never know. Hold on, where was I?
I think we're down to
how do you guys afford everything with only one working income?
Well, basically what it is, the money that we would be spending on daycare and stuff like that is basically provided by my wife. Yes, we do have one working income. Are we living in a life of luxury right now? No. Do I have debt that's sky high? Yeah. But, you know, as long as you're not making minimum payments and you're not, you know, skipping paying bills and stuff like that, I mean, yeah, we do have help from time to time here and there, but 90% of the time, we budget really good. Sometimes we don't budget really good, and we gotta, you know, I gotta take money from here and there and whatever to make our ends meet. But, you know, it's not something that normal people can do. I mean, we're really blessed in that area.
Yeah.
I mean, if her car went out, yeah, it would be a little bit tight until we got her car fixed. But, you know,
which we did experience that.
Yeah, I mean, it cost me $180 to get it towed from Orlando here. But if I would have known what was wrong with it at the time, I probably could have got it towed for free. But, you know,
yeah.
When you don't know the motor's locked up, you don't know. So.
Yeah, that was a whole fiasco in and of itself,
but
which I had
but
posted a video about.
Hyundai paid for it all, so.
Thank
Except
you.
for the tow bill.
Yeah.
But at least I didn't have to buy a motor and a starter.
Yeah. But, yeah, my whole life, all I wanted to be was a mom. Like, that has been my dream, to be a wife and a mother, and I prayed to the Lord to bless me with a man that could support that dream. And he did. Joe is an amazing provider. He is a wonderful man. And now, would we be living in this house and trying to make ends meet and have a baby right now if he was still at his other job that he was at when we first started dating and when we first got married? Or no, Not before we got married. Or when we first got engaged.
Yeah, I had my new job before we got married.
Yeah. Before we got engaged. No, while we were engaged, you were still at Test Lab, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because we got engaged in 2014. 13.
Oh, I wasn't in 2013. It's in 2014, probably.
14, yeah.
I got my job with where I'm working at now in 2015.
Okay.
In July, end of July 2015.
So, yeah. So, while we were engaged, he was still working at this other place. And
But I was actively looking since, like, April.
and it just, yeah, no, we wouldn't be where we are if he was still at his other job that he was at before.
I mean, I do make pretty decent money because basically I have my family. I mean, yeah, our insurance is not the cheapest in the world, but, you know, it's, I do have a high deductible, you know, and best thing about insurance and this, that, and the other is get an HSA. It rolls over. So if you need to pay for stuff and this and anything, but the best advice I can give anybody is that if you're just starting out and you have a job and whatever, pay yourself first. You know, take a paycheck and take 50, if you can, take 50% of it and put it away. I mean, I wish I could have done that when I was younger, but you know, just
Young and dumb.
yeah. You know, and I wanted to buy what I couldn't buy and I couldn't afford beforehand. So, you know, and credit cards are a good thing. Sometimes. But sometimes they can lead to you having high debt. And right now we have high debt. I mean, yeah, it'll get paid off, you know, but, you know, it's just one of those things. Does she have the newest and greatest, latest phone? No. You know, and our son probably won't have a phone until he's at least 16 or 17. So,
Do we have the latest and greatest
televisions or
anything like that? No, but do we have the newest car? No, but you know, my car is a 2011 car year, and his is
2014. I mean, yeah, I brought mine brand new, but you know, it's just
that was a different situation.
exactly. So,
And so
I probably wouldn't have built the car if I would have knew what I was getting into when we got this house.
yeah.
But you know, just one of those things.
And my parents tried to warn him. And I tried to warn him.
Your parents have no right to talk. That's a whole nother subject.
Okay. I know. We're done.
Get me started.
I'm not. I'm stopping it. Okay. How did you pronounce your name?
I had no idea how to pronounce your first name.
Sorry.
But your last name is
Saradin?
Saradin or Sardin or something.
This is strictly for Joe. How did Joe feel when Rachel didn't get pregnant right away?
I knew it was going to be all right. I know I could. It was basically as time further got along and whatever, it became more of a chore than being able to enjoy my life. You know, trying to succeed in getting it done. But you know, it's just one of those things. I knew it was going to happen at some point, but didn't know when.
Yeah, I would say you felt a lot of pressure from me.
Yeah, because, you know, I was gone like
5 days out of the week.
5 days out of the week, or basically 6, because I leave Sunday night and come home Friday night. And I was in Naples. So,
yeah, he was either in Naples, or which is down south towards Miami, or he was in Daytona, which is
East
coast of Florida. I almost said West Coast. Oopsie. And what were your feelings towards the whole process of pregnancy when I did get pregnant with Levi? How did you feel?
I was finally relieved because I didn't have my wife being as heartbroken as she was when it didn't happen, you know. and it wasn't no longer a chore. So, it's just one of those things. And basically what happened was I had to go take a test for my job, and I was sick that weekend, and went to Jacksonville. And I came home after Jacksonville, and I was home for the rest of the year. So it kind of like basically a 3-day period of me being home, and bam, here it is. So, I mean, being home more consistently basically is probably what ended up making it happen, besides the metformin. And
I don't even want to give a lot of credit to the metformin, because I've said this before. The cycle that I got pregnant with Levi, had I not been tracking and not been taking my temperature and taking ovulation tests, then I don't know if we would have conceived, because that was going to be a 45-day cycle for me, which was typical for me at the time. And now, since having him, I'm relearning my body of, well, what's going to be the new normal, and it's still trying to figure itself out.
So I don't know if it helped, it hurt, or what, but you never know how long it takes for the drugs that you take that process through your body.
Yeah.
So it might have helped, it might have not. I don't know. Best thing I can tell you is, if you're trying to get conceived, try it all out. It don't never hurt.
I got a question for you. How did you feel when I handed you that positive pregnancy test? Like, what was your initial thought process?
I'm like, okay. And then later on, when I started looking at what it's going to cost, I'm like, oh, crap.
Yeah, he kind of...
I will give this other piece of advice. There's these things called NST tests. And with United Healthcare, they are not covered. If you have United Healthcare, they are not covered at all.
Well, it depends. They're not covered at all by...
Not unless you reach your deductible. So if you have like a high deductible, like $5,000 to $7,000, they're not covered at all. So once you reach that $5,000 to $7,000 minimum, you still have to pay 20% of whatever the medical bill is.
Yeah.
So, and the other tip I have is that once you start receiving medical bills, make sure you call the hospital and work out with them
a payment plan before they get sent to collection agencies, because they literally don't give you any time for between when you get out of the hospital and like when collections start calling you. I got out of the hospital, and like a month later, 2 months later, we started getting calls from collection agencies saying they wanted their money.
Are you still getting calls?
Every once in a while.
So, but now, basically, they have an online system that you can pay through to pay the hospital with. So that's what I've been working on, our payment plan, and paying money towards the other bills that we have.
Yep.
With the hospital. I mean, is it paid off? No, but it will at some point. You can't get blood out of a turnip.
Will it be paid off by the time we have baby number 2? I don't know. It depends on when I get pregnant.
It should be, but I don't know if we'll have the money put back for the delivery fee.
For the next one.
Which was $2,600 that I had to come out of pocket for. Which was, we got the money back, but, it was like, let's see. We had the baby in April. We got the check back in November.
Yeah.
So that's like 7 months.
6 months. It was 6 months in between. Baby was born, he was 6 months old when we got the check back. Yeah, he had just turned 6 months because we got back from North Carolina. And the check...
No, he was 7 months when we got back.
He was 6.
Okay.
April, May, June, July, August, September, October. Oh, you're right, 7. Or he was about to turn 7 months. Whatever.
Somewhere between 6 and 7 months. So,
yeah.
Because he was born basically 6 months, because he was born in April. So you can't really count April.
Yeah.
So
that's all our questions. And
6 months is a long time to wait for $2,000 on hand. You know. And lactation consultants are good. They're not covered by United Healthcare.
They may not be. They're probably most lactation consultants. It's not just United, but most lactation consultants are not covered by insurance, and
which sucks.
Yes, it definitely sucks, and I feel like it needs to change because these women are helping. Like my lactation consultant Trish, I love her with all my heart. She made my journey seem possible, and even though it didn't go as long as I wanted, which was for 6 months, it only went to 4 months. You know, that was 4 months that I may not have gotten with Levi. And so I am grateful for her, and she is definitely on the call list for when I have baby number 2. And in case, I've gotten this question quite a bit in my comments and stuff, when we are going to start actively trying for baby number 2. Right now, the answer is we are not trying, but we are not preventing. Once Levi is a year old, if I have not gotten pregnant, then I will start tracking again, and then 6 months after that, if I have not gotten pregnant through tracking, then I will start I will go back to my doctor and get a new prescription for metformin. And then we will go from there. So that will do it for this video. Thanks guys for all your questions. And we will talk to you, I at least will talk to you, in my next video. Lots of love, lots of baby dust. Talk to y'all later. Bye guys.